To Uri Man joining us now, Johnny Onig and Lizzie McDonald, Tara Dowdell. Uri, what do you think?
Well, Neil, thanks for having me. I got to tell you, this sort of focusing on these numbers, it really upsets me from the bottom of my heart, adding a few thousand jobs and specifically them being census workers and our government celebrating that we're creating jobs. The reality here is our unemployment rate is higher than ever. I mean, we're seeing job deterioration at the highest pace since World War II. If you add up all the people that have left the workforce, they're either working part-time and were working full-time before because they got their days cut, hours cut, or people who are just enrolled in school because they're hoping that in the future there might be a job out there for them. The real unemployment rate is over 15%. And it's upsetting to me because this country is based on the idea that an entrepreneur can come here, find a job, or create a business. And that whole idea is our government is being run, counter to that, being counterproductive. If you look even at some of the recent legislation, like the financial reform bill that's being passed, there are pieces in there that are job killers.
You're not encouraged. All right, so Tara, what do you make of it?
I'm not encouraged.
I understand.
Well, I have to completely disagree with almost everything that Uri Man said. I mean, the bottom line here is when the last jobs report came out for the previous month, most of the jobs that were created were private sector jobs. Number two, if you look at the massive amount of wealth that has been lost in this country since the financial crisis took place, real estate industry alone, $3.4 trillion.
So what are you saying?
My point is that the stimulative policies that have been undertaken by the Obama administration,
they're working like a
they
truck.
are working.
Are they working like
Experts
a truck?
are up. Manufacturing
are you kidding me? Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? We're talking about tens of thousands of jobs here.
All right, Jonathan, what do you make of that it's not working?
The data's on my side.
Well, listen, I'm not a hater, Neil. I want to see growth. I want to see new jobs. I'm not a hater, Neil, but I think, our guest is right that this is one small data point within the context of still a 9% plus jobless rate, a 10% market correction when it comes to people's stock portfolios, and, of course, that huge debt. But so much of the focus has been on that short-term pragmatism, right? Getting that number up at real cost. You always point about the long-term cost of Medicare, for example. That will be the real impact, the long-term implications of all the spending we're doing now.
But, Lizzie, Tara's point is well taken in terms of the trend has been lately.
Yeah, the trend. I don't think stimulus had anything to do with the trend. But you know what? This is why we're the greatest country in the world. When you look through the numbers, it's small and medium businesses that are really pulling the weight here. They're creating jobs, and that is a powerful indicator. And the April number was revised upward. And you always see this at the end of every recession, Neil. Productivity ticks up, and we're seeing it flashing green right now. All systems are go. So I'm very positive and very bullish on the American economy and those small and medium-sized businesses.
So Uri, we have to realize things are good.
This is, like you said, one small data point. The reality is that we have 40 million Americans on food stamps. We have 15% of Americans living in poverty.
Not Uri.
All right.
But we can't focus on this one number.
I don't know whether to be happy or just shoot myself, but it is fair and balanced. All right, speaking of fair and balance, next Tuesday we are live all night. Big primary.